Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Productive Mom. I am your host, Ashley, the Productive Mom. In today's episode, we are reviewing the book Made Whole by Tiffany Aliche. If you're interested, keep on watching. One look and I breathe. First of all, this is Tiffany's second book. Her first book, which I do have somewhere, is called Get Good with Money. Came out in, I want to say 2019 or 2020, somewhere in there. I did purchase that book, and I actually purchased several for my classroom, for my students to read as well. So just a brief overview of that book. Tiffany gives 10 steps to become what she calls financially whole. So if you're a Dave Ramsey fan, you know Dave Ramsey calls it financial freedom, whatever you want to call it. He has 7 steps. She has 10. And so here are the 10. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. The first one is budget. So that's 10% whole. So each one is you move up the wheel. So you're 10% on and on and on. So number 1 is budget. Number 2 is save. Number 3 is get out of debt, or at least get your debt down to under 20%. Number 4 is credit. Number 5 is increase your income. Number 6 is invest. Number 7 is insurance. Number 8 is net worth. Number 9 is financial professionals. And number 10 is estate planning. So just kind of explaining some of those. I think budget, save, debt, credit are pretty simple. Number 5 is increase your income. So she's teaching you ways that you can increase your income. For example, she suggests that you have a brag book, which I think is brilliant. Okay, brilliant. So in your brag book, as you start your new career at whatever job you're at, you're going to write down things you do for the company that show you in a positive light. So let's say, for example, you worked at a newspaper and you wrote a story that you won a Pulitzer Prize for, and maybe the readership increased 20%. So you would note that and all the relevant information about it. And so then as you got your brag book filled in, you would then meet with your bosses and present them with this evidence as to why you deserve a raise, hence increasing your income. So she has a lot of suggestions for ways that you can increase your income. So I love that chapter. For net worth, she talks about ways that you need to monitor your net worth and obviously have a positive net worth. Financial professionals is basically you hiring people to handle your finances, whether that be a broker, whoever you're investing with, and who you're working with there. And then estate planning, of course, is what's going to happen to all of your things when you get up out of here. If you watch my video, Books That Help You Grow, you know that her first book was one of those. And I'm going to tell you why I liked it. You know, I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan, so my number 1 book that I follow is his. So I'm currently on the second step, which for him is paying off debt. However, the reason I like Tiffany's book is because Tiffany gives you practical ways to do each step. Dave Ramsey is going to tell you, number 1, the first thing before even you move to your steps is to get a budget. And Tiffany is going to give you a template that you can get from her website. She's going to teach you how to create a money in list and a money out list. In addition to that, she's going to get you to label your bills. So you label them a bill, a U bill, which is a utility bill, and then C, which is basically a bill that's not necessarily important, like you ain't gonna die without it. And so the UB and the bills are usually things that you can't necessarily manipulate, but the C bills are bills that obviously these are things that you can cut if your budget is tight. And so she teaches you to look at those C bills and see what you can cut. She then teaches you to look at your UB bills or bills and see if you can call and get the bills down. So she gives you like practical ways to do the things. Whereas Dave Ramsey is just telling you, do it, okay? Get a budget. That brings me to Made Whole. Made Whole is really what she considers to be a workbook. So on the screen, hopefully I'm showing you images of Made Whole's various templates that are in the book that she encourages you to fill out in the book that will help you become financially whole. So for example, she's got a money in and money out list template in the book, as well as online that you can download. She has little forms you fill out. For example, when you get to the credit chapter, she has underneath each question, she'll have things like she'll tell you to check your credit score, and then she says she wants you to check for discrepancies. And so underneath there, she has like where you would fill in if you find a discrepancy. Another example of that is she teaches you to how to write a dispute letter if something is wrong. And she has a dispute letter in here that you can fill it out with your information and then send it to the credit bureaus to get that removed or fixed or whatever. So that's really the only difference. This book is meant to be a companion to Get Good with Money, and for that reason alone, it is my opinion, even though I love Tiffany Aliche, that you don't need both books. Just being real. If I was picking which book to buy, I would just buy the workbook, because it's going to tell you all the same information that's in Get Good with Money and give you templates in the book as well as on her website for free to use to do the things that she recommends. So I wouldn't buy Get Good with Money and Made Whole. And to be honest, if you already bought Get Good with Money, then I would buy I would use Get Good with Money and then go get the templates she has online to use. But in all likelihood, if you've already read Get Good with Money, you've probably already started the things. So in my opinion, the templates aren't worth spending another $20 to buy the book. And I'm sorry, Tiffany, I love you. But this is like, I don't feel that it's necessary to buy this book in addition to Get Good with Money. And it's not really like a real true blue workbook, because I don't feel like it's conducive to genuinely writing and working and doing all the things. It's so pretty. Like, I feel like a workbook, I'm an educator. So a workbook is usually like paper. You can move it around. Maybe it's spiral, so you can flip it back and you can really get in the nitty gritty. This is so, it's super pretty. And I don't know, I'd rather download it, the templates or whatever, and work with that. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. So if I had to rate Made Whole, I can give it a 7 or 8 if you haven't already bought Get Good with Money. But in my opinion, I would not buy Get Good with Money and Made Whole. Now, of course, I'm a big supporter of Tiffany Aliche, so if she puts something out, I'm probably going to buy it because I want to support her. She's amazing, and she gives away a lot of free things, and she's very supportive. So I don't regret the purchase, but just if the money is tight for you, I would just, and you're thinking between, should I get Good with Money and Made Whole or one or the other one, I would just get Made Whole. Like, if you don't already have Get Good with Money, just buy Made Whole. And that way you get all of the stuff from Get Good With Money and the little templates in there. And you can go online. She has the link to the place where you can get all the templates online. So hopefully I gave you some options about, whether you should purchase this book or not. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. If you've purchased the book, tell me what you think about it. Or if you purchase Get Good With Money, tell me what you think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching another episode of The Productive Mom. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anybody who's working on their finances. Bye! Next time on The Productive Mom, let's set up my 12-week year for January 2024 through March 2024.